Hi everyone and welcome back. We closed last video with the image of a different sailboat, the Ziva, belonging to some dear friends from our old marina in Pula, Sebastjan and Sabine. Do you remember my birthday committee? Well, exactly that. If you don't, you can always watch that video later.
Hello!
They were sailing in the area and decided to come visit us for a couple of days in Kaprije, and it was really wonderful to see them. Together, we visited the island and discovered another incredibly beautiful bay. Perfect for anchoring when the wind comes from the south. The village of Kaprije, though very small, was really charming.
Meow. Yeah. The little one is the one that was scared. He's doing good. Ciao.
The little harbor sits right at the heart of it all, with a supermarket, a few restaurants and bars just steps from the water. We settled in, enjoyed a cold one and a pizza together. We spent the evening catching up on our adventures so far. Simple, easy, perfect.
Like they say, first 50 years of a boy are the most difficult.
First it is.
In the morning, I took Gastone ashore for a walk and his usual thorough chemical analysis of every green plant in the vicinity.
Let me hook you up.
The beach, unfortunately, was covered in plastic, likely carried by the sea, and it was a shame to see it not being taken care of. A beautiful island deserves better. Early morning in the bay was pleasantly cool and silent, a completely different world from the busy heat of the day. And despite still wearing his cone of shame, Gastone had absolutely no problem jumping anywhere he pleased. Behind the stone walls we found incredibly old olive trees, shaped by a lifetime of wind. Nature never stops surprising us. And just before heading back, a red sea star in the shallows. Always one more gift from the sea.
You wanna go for an adventure? Too late, you're coming. So Anna is working, so I took the opportunity to check and climb all the way to the top of this hill and see what the view is like. It is really incredible how those walls kept standing despite maybe the hundreds of years they've been standing here, and they're still fencing the properties of the farmers that originally lived in the island. Really quite amazing. So this is the village of Kaprije. As you can see, only a few sailboats moored. It's forbidden to anchor over here. Well, it's a nice little village, a few restaurants. But back on our path, on the way to the top. And that's how our 21st century trail transformed itself into a standard mountain trail back again. Now it's more interesting. Looks like we're totally going off the path. There is a white line over there, so that tells me we're still on the right way. But it's definitely not a place visited by many. It's absolutely incredible. We're going to the top of the mountains and it really feels like we are on the beach. You have exactly the same type of rocks with the same very sharp edges all the way. And apparently this is the peak. We made it. Well done. And this is the view, guys. Absolutely amazing. The day is not fantastic. There's a little haze, a little humidity in the air. Other than that, it is absolutely stunning. Let's see if we can see the bay where the GoodGirl is. There you go. Here we got the peak with a potential cross. And let's see. The GoodGirl should be down that side. Oh yeah, right there. So that is Kaprije. This is the bay north of ours. Oh, there's another anchorage right there. But let me see if I can get closer to our bay and I can make a shot of the GoodGirl. Let's see how dangerous this will be. Oh, maybe not so much. It's quite okay so far. Let me see. Ah, there she is. There she is. There you go. Voila. GoodGirl and Ziva next to each other on Veli Nostra Bay in Kaprije. Beautifully anchored. Look at the color of the water, it's just unbelievable. So nice. I got to the top, now I have to find a way to get back down. Wish me luck. Very interesting now, the path is just going along one of those old walls. Very cool. Just need to be careful of kind of big spiders that are hanging around. Again, I don't think this path is very well visited. You can see from the tall grass growing and from the spider webs that are all around. And here we are, back at the beach. We're gonna take the bad boy and go back to the GoodGirl and take a nap.
We spent the evening aboard Ziva and enjoyed a beautiful sunset together. We also visited the tiny island just in front of the bay, Otočić Kraljak, which looked incredibly inviting from the water, with tall grass and just 3 lonely trees standing proud against the sky.
Island of seagulls.
Island of seagulls. They already watch it.
But as we have learned by now, what looks idyllic from the boat is rarely easy on foot, so we took some pictures, soaked in the view and called it a day. With a good weather window, meaning some actual wind we could sail with, we left Kaprije and headed towards the island in front of Šibnik. We initially thought of Otok Zlari, but the change of forecast sent us to Prvic instead. At 17 knots of wind, we're doing on the beam, and we're doing 5.1 knots.
We just arrived in Otocic, Prvic. It's a very cute island, also without cars, and this particular bay normally has mooring buoys, but I believe they're all full, and the quay is still in the build. Hopefully we'll be good for the night, and we still have quite a strong mistral. It's like 15 to 20 knots, but other than that it's actually pretty cool. I think the clouds are finally getting out with the mistral, so we will have some very good sunset.
And as the clouds cleared and the wind became a gentle breeze, we went ashore to explore the village, all its characteristic stone houses and its quietly charming streets.
Taking my lady for a romantic dinner. I'm even rowing the gondola for my lady.
You keep it rowing. Beautiful, beautiful sunset.
Now, I need to make a small pause here. The local installation, museum and tourist promotion cost 1.17 million euros, of which the EU sponsor 85%. You can pause the video here and read through if you like. It just gets me thinking about where exactly my tax money are going. We had a beautiful walk, a lovely dinner, and we basically fell in love with Prvic. Its inhabitants roaming the streets in the cooler air, its simplicity, its chill vibe and quiet charm.
As always, we hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a like and leave a comment below. And subscribe if you haven't done so already, so you never miss an adventure.
But we had been out for a week already, and it was time to charge the batteries and refill the water tanks. So we had to move on towards Krabi and the Kirka waterfall. But this is a story for another video. Ciao for now, fair winds and following seas.